Government announces to appoint Olympic silver medalist Mirabai Chanu as ASP in Manipur Police Department. Chief Minister M. Biren inspects the construction work on dedicated COVID hospital at Kiamgay. Possibility of medal upgrade for Mirabai Chanu as China's jury hold to be tested by anti-doping authorities. Hello and welcome to ELITETV. You're watching the Evening English News. I'm Sanatan Bekhetria, giving you the news in detail. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly, and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh announced that the state government has decided to appoint Olympic silver medalist Saiko Mirabai Chanu as Additional Superintendent of Police Sports in the Police Department. Speaking to media persons, Chief Minister N. Biren said that Mirabai Chanu will also be rewarded with ₹1 crore as announced by the government. The Chief Minister further stated that Olympian judoka Likmabam Susila Devi would be promoted from the post of constable to sub-inspector. He maintained that all the participants would be given ₹25 lakhs each. On a related note, the Home Minister Union had also directed the Chief Minister to give Mirabai a government job not below the rank of DSP as a show of appreciation on her winning the silver medal at the Olympics. Mirabai Chanu had won the silver medal in weightlifting in the 49 kg category by lifting a total of 202 kg at the Tokyo Olympics. Many people had expressed joy at her getting the silver medal, including Domino's Pizza, promising her a lifetime of free pizza, following which Domino's Imphal branch had delivered free pizza to her place in Manipur. Weightlifter Saiko Mirabai Chanu had been working at Northeast Frontier Railways as officer on special duty sports from 2018. Padma Shri awardee Saiko Mirabai Chanu is from Nongpok Kakching, Laimaning in Imphal East District. The 27-year-old Mirabai is the second woman of India to win an Olympic medal in weightlifting after weightlifter Karnam Malleswari and the first weightlifter of India to get a silver medal in Olympics for India.
Mirabai, I am expecting that she may arrive tomorrow. Then we will welcome her and we will hand over the check as well as the appointment order. And one more thing is that the government has decided to establish one world-class weightlifting gym center here in the state. The government has decided that whatever may be the cost might be hardly 5 to 10 crores, but even the world-class weightlifters academy will be open here in Manipur, and the main course will be Mirabai Chanu.
Chief Minister N. Biren inspected the construction of dedicated COVID hospital at Kiamgay today after exclusive news on it by ELITETV. The construction of the COVID hospital, which started in June of this year, is being funded equally, that is 50-50 by the DRDO and the Manipur state government. The hospital is said to be completed soon under the supervision of Chief Minister N. Biren and Kairao Assembly Constituency MLA L. Rameshwar. In connection with the inspection, Chief Minister N. Biren said that the DRO is providing considerable help in the construction of this hospital and commended them for their constant inspection of the project they have also invested in. He requested the people not to panic at the rising number of positive cases and said that it is due to the mass testing being carried out by the government. Community COVID care center will also be established with a rising number in COVID-19 positive cases after discussion with district administration and MLAs, he continued. The curfew has been put in place to control the spread of the virus, but it will not be effective if the people do not follow the guidelines. He appealed to the people to show support to the curfew even if it is extended for a few more days.
Oxygen gi si fit tamdaba yadaba aduna masi aina koina sangage khali si 1000 gi ama janim salere ko 1000 kl gi si 2000 kl ni aduna masi sima sangare gadi masi koina target tawrisi by 31st this 31st this sangage khali si simane adi ukrul da psi mane 200 ka na 200 cylinder per day da hanba ba Ukrul da mane, Senapati da mane, Sandil da mane. Sigi ahum sine, sigi asobusi mane, aduga Jenims da, COVID block da, PSA ani emra. Anu pun na ina apoi na target tawde si manga si, yarga di 31st March da sanga ke tawde. Fuji phobi yango curfew na mitarani, full curfew public si phajana cooperation pe. Si bhogbo de koi 100 gi maram factor si karino ina koi na thibo kanda. Lekai da. Police na gum di sangam dam na lekai da group phambi group to bi se dum to wa. Ekoi na su police da ekoi da social media da kai da thagalakpa. Khara gai di se nahan ma khurai da Amazon gi ni he. Amazon gi pot yon ba kangbu ni he. Gari do ya ta kun san wa pan thama manung da pulap phom le. Sugumba. De marup sana bani hai gumba. Sugumba yam na ekoi gi public sing da khara loi patna te ko. Khara da lai ri aduna curfew si some tangai fadaba pot khara khak relax tawraga kitang sangtoksira madugi akhoi technical committee ngasi evening phangani.
On the other hand, talking about the ongoing Office of Profit case in the Supreme Court, the Chief Minister said that even if the MLAs are disqualified, there is enough numbers to form the government. The opposition does not have enough numbers to form the government, he continued. The BJP will continue to govern the state and will win in the upcoming elections again, he added.
Because in my knowledge, as per the available norms and rules, Honorable Supreme Court will direct to the governor. If the hearing will go on, directly Honorable Supreme Court will not say they are disqualified, in my opinion, because as per the written document I found, the 5 judges bench has already ordered, one order is there, that this qualification relating with the holding of Office of Profit will be done by the governor.
China's weightlifter Ji Ho will be tested by anti-doping authorities at the Tokyo Olympics 2 days after she bagged gold in the women's 49 kg weightlifting. If Ji Ho fails to taste, India's Mirabai Chanu, who won the silver medal by lifting a total lift of 202 kg, will be awarded gold. China's gold medal winner has been asked to stay in Tokyo to undergo a doping test by the authorities, according to reports. As per rules, if an athlete fails a doping test, then the athlete who finished below them would replace them in a medal position. Ji Ho created a new Olympic record of 210 kg to bag gold on Saturday, while Manipur's weightlifter Saiko Mirabai Chanu faced India's first medal in Tokyo Olympic Games 2020, winning the silver medal in women's 49 kg category at Tokyo International Forum. Members of like-minded group LMG Manipur provided financial assistance of Rs 13,000 along with other essential items to the Assistant Secretary of the group, Ningombam Ongbi Ranibala Laima today, according to a press release from the office of LMG. She has been undergoing COVID treatment and the group gave the help to show support during her difficult time. The money was handed over by LMG Secretary Sorokhaibam Ojit to her family members at Kongman Zone 2, most of whom tested positive for COVID-19 and have been living in isolation. It may be mentioned that Ranibala has played an important part in several relief works undertaken by the group to help those in need. The group wishes her a speedy recovery and good health. Scene Director Guild Manipur, Mami Thawan, and all Manipur Filmmakers and Producers Association expressed deep sorrow at the untimely demise of John Haisnam, one of the famous directors and producers of Manipuri film. They praised the work done by him and expressed how there will be a huge gap left in the film industry after his death. Some of his works include the films Thamoina Di Kohori, Amambasu Anganbani, Thawami Chakna Ken Krabada, Anjali, Hi Sweetie Hello Pretty, among others. All the three organizations also shared in the grief of the family. Ipak Films Production Manipur also sent condolences at the demise of renowned filmmaker John Haisnam in an online meeting headed by the president of Ipak, Nongmaitem Norin Singh today. Advisors of the production team Wahengbam Hemabati, Dr. Ace Manauton Singh, and Secretary Rakesh Naurim also attended the meeting. A 2-minute silence was also observed for the departed soul. Now let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Tamo, kayo lo sandribo? As karanga na sa sina harago.
Kayo noy sibo, kayo siya pinay sibo.
Hima. COVID ki vaccine kap thau sena ngara du phasna haini dudi.
Ay haksang ka stog de. Ay kapoy. Note, haksang ka stog do ba inguni da kapa kay kadeno. Ay kapoy hasin.
Tamo, narak dringai dana isana hana sexual ho na phatro. Kap thau puna phatabra ba.
Hoyare, section mana dum kapuro. Ay kapoy.
As khangdre da. Kamai ngana dono khangdre. Phare, adu de chalu khige. Pungo, mamai da kapuge ko, papa ga leramo.
COVID-19 लाइसेट असि ngakthon bagi damak COVID ki vaccine kapna लाइसेट असि mari lena ba laina लाइसेट singdagi ngakthok sabangami masida natana लाइसेट asina sanghandana bagi damak matam gi sarkar na pirakpa sana kangon sing aikhoi ngakna satminarasi Cowin apps ta register to biduna adom su suksoi soidana vaccine asi kapthokpiu COVID ki vaccine kapthokpuna COVID laitaba iramdam mu heminarasi
aikhoi vaccine kaplese.
Hello and welcome back. Now more news and updates. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh made a surprise visit to the ongoing construction at new secretariat at Manipur today. The buildings are planned to be completed and inaugurated before the year end. According to the contractors, more than 200 workers are employed at the site at present, and another 140 laborers will come next week to enable swift implementation of the work. Manipur Muslim Welfare Organization condemned the gruesome killing of a young man and critically injuring 2 others from Sangayumpham in a mob lynching incident that took place from an elite's car theft case in a press release today. The unfortunate incident, which happened on the 20th of July at Laisangtem Thongkong of Thawal district, was a barbaric act, it stated. The family of the man who was killed claimed that he was not a thief and was simply out for a ride. MMWO said that the people who participated in the mob lynching should take responsibility for his death, and the injury goes to the other 2. MMWO further appealed to the state government to take action against the people involved in the incident. 44 Assam Rifles under the aegis of 22 Sector IGAR East celebrated Kargil Vijay Diwas today and organized a wreath-laying ceremony at a memorial at Tamenglong, paying homage to the fallen heroes of Kargil War. The commandant led the unit in paying its homage to the fallen national heroes, including 5 from Manipur state. On this day, every year the nation has paid homage to the fallen heroes during Operation Vijay, and also to revive, rekindle, and invigorate the spirit of patriotism among the youth. A mobile Janda Yatra flag rally was organized by the unit to further spread the message of peace, prosperity, and happiness along with the Indian Army or Assam Rifles. A COVID vaccination drive was also organized by unit medical staff for the civilian population of the Tamenglong town in connection to the occasion. The people of Chakpikarong in Chandel district expressed discontentment at the unfinished construction of Chakpikarong guest house, which started construction from 2012 during the Congress-led state government. There has been no progress in the construction for 9 years after the initial formalities of starting it. Chakpikarong village chief T.H. Barrack Nal appealed to the present BJP government to look into this matter, as they have already approached concerned departments but no action has been taken up by them. Borobekra Development Organization in Barak Circle condemned Jiribam MLA Muhammad Ashabuddin's taunting remarks about JT Road yesterday while talking to the press. They said after the Jiribam MLA failed to listen to the people, a collective group had taken money from their own pockets to construct the JT Road, which is a lifeline from Barak Circle. They expressed dismay at the MLA speaking ill of these people instead of praising them for their selfless work. In a press conference, Borobekra Development Organization President Pukrambam Jiten Singh said, "It will be impossible to bring development in Jiribam as long as JT Road remains undeveloped." He further said that it is unfortunate that the local MLA Ashabuddin spoke harshly to the media about the work being done by the citizens rather than commending them. He also appealed to the MLA to show the support for his people with his actions rather than words and asked him not to politicize the issue of JT Road. Social worker Kangabam Jadumani gave away essential food items to the families of 8 COVID-positive patients and also provided drinking water to the families of Thobal Kuno village in collaboration with Village Task Force Thobal Kuno today. The 8 COVID-positive patients were found in a mass testing done on 22nd July at Thobal Kuno village in Wangkem Assembly constituency. Village Task Force Thobal Kuno member Moyangthem Robinson expressed gratitude on behalf of the people of the village to K. Jadumani for giving help to the people who have been struggling due to the total curfew, along with it being a containment zone restricting their movements. Now let's take another short break. Do stay tuned.
Ai koi vaccine ka place ai koi vaccine ka place हानि के पंछी सौखत कोठा हंजिले सी जाति बिजाति खाई देने कोरोना लांचन ठेकने रसे आई कोई वैक्सीन का प्लेस कोरोना बिगम सी पंछी सौखत माई कईदा हन्ना पाले से पंछी सौखत माई कईदा
ꯑꯁꯦꯡꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯚꯦꯛꯁꯤꯟ ꯀꯥꯞꯊꯣꯛꯇꯨꯅ ꯀꯣꯔꯣꯅꯥꯗꯒꯤ ꯉꯥꯛꯊꯣꯛꯇꯨꯅ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯍꯟꯖꯟꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕꯗ ꯑꯗꯣꯝꯁꯨ ꯁꯔꯨꯛ ꯌꯥꯕꯤꯌꯨ꯫
Hello and welcome back. Now continuing with the bulletin. Ex-Deputy Speaker Preso Simray, who is currently the president of Northeast Association of Kickboxing Organization NICO and Kickboxing Association of Manipur CAM, expresses gratitude to Wako India as well as IOC for finally promoting kickboxing in the Tokyo Olympic Games at an event held in Bapupura, Imphal. Members of NICO, CAM and many other senior kickboxing coach instructors were present at the event.
ngasi adugumba aikhoi gi ishorna pirakpa madugumba khudoldo aikhoi na lemna laina sijina daba aikhoi maman tangna sijina re haraga aikhoi gi manipur gi yai phaba aduga bharatta sarkada aikhoi yai phaba purakna naba aduga aikhoi gi individual player khuding na so yai phaba phangna naba aikhoi changsin minnar se haina aihakna gam president amawina mayam pumnamakta ikok nonna khurumjari appeal dawjari yaifaba nungaiba games kickboxing games werasunu haina.
COVID-19 Task Force Tarangpad and CAYA Tarangpad under District Administration Thobal has jointly organized a mega vaccination program today at Tarangpad Mamang Laikai Chingu Arung Ningtho Lai Harafam. An awareness program on COVID-19 was also included as a part of the vaccination program. DC Thobal Rangnamai Rang Peter, Nodal Officer, KSH Memcha of District Vaccination Program Thobal, COVID-19 Vaccine Project Campaigner Naba Volcano of National Health Mission Manipur social worker K. Jadumani spoke at the event. A total of 400 people were vaccinated today. K. Jadumani also distributed hand sanitizers and other essentials to the people. A group of drug suppliers allegedly attacked police on Saturday in a drug bust in Assam's Karimganj district, officials said. According to the sources, the drug traffickers tried to snatch the guns from the police, which forced the cops to fire bullets on the drug suppliers in defense, resulting in a severe injury in the lower body of one of the paddlers. The drug supplier, who has been sought by the Karimganj police, is identified as Kawasar Ahmad and is currently undergoing treatment at Silchar Medical College and Hospital. Superintendent of Police SP Padmanav Barua informed the cases will be registered against the person once he recovers from the injuries and gets discharged from the hospital. SP Barua said that initially there were 4 drug peddlers who attacked the police officials, but later 2 more joined them. Police officials have recovered 72 grams of suspected brown sugar from one person and said that there was a possibility that more amount of drugs were available with the peddlers who escaped. Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa announced a resignation today, ending speculations raised by unrelenting calls for his resignation by a section of BJP in the state. Yediyurappa, in a tearful speech at the Bidan premises, talked about being tested constantly during his 2 years as Chief Minister. He said he will remain caretaker Chief Minister as his party decides for his replacement. In his ultimate speech as Chief Minister of the state, he said nobody pressured him to resign and he did it on his own will. Yediyurappa was BJP's first Chief Minister in the South and took power in 2019 after a dramatic coup that saw the downfall of the Janata Dal secular Congress government. His exit came after allegations of corruption and accusations of letting his son interfere in the working of the government. Indonesia on Sunday recorded 45,416 new cases of COVID-19 to overtake Brazil, India, and the US in terms of fresh infections, according to Worldometer data. There were 38,091 COVID-19 cases logged in Brazil, 39,742 in India, and 37,245 in the United States during the same period. Indonesia has become a new global virus epicenter after exceeding Brazil and India in terms of daily COVID-19 case and death counts earlier this month. Indonesia's confirmed COVID-19 cases have jumped back to around 40,000 a day after declining from over 56,000 on July 15. On Sunday, President Joko Widodo loosened COVID-19 curves for another week until August 2, even as COVID-19 cases remain high following near month-long restrictions. Widodo's order came despite expert warnings that loosening restrictions could bring about another wave of the pandemic in the country. The World Health Organization has urged Indonesia to impose tighter COVID-19 curves, and experts have said that lifting restrictions will result in more cases and deaths in the country. Before we close, let's have a quick look at the headlines once again. State government announces to appoint Olympic silver medalist Mirabai Chanu as ASP in Manipur Police Department. Chief Minister M. Birain inspects the construction work on dedicated COVID hospital at Kiamgay. And possibility of medal upgrade for Mirabai Chanu as China Jiwi Ho to be tested by anti-doping authorities. That's all we have on this edition of Elite News. We'll be back with more news tomorrow, so stay tuned.